Доброго времени суток, друзья, dWayfer на связи. Продолжим прохождение модификации Rigmor of Cyrodiil Reboot для игры The Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim. И начнем ровно с того места, на котором остановились в прошлый раз. А именно с беседы с Фритофом и Малезамом в замке Брумы. После долгих уговоров мне удалось заставить их говорить, хоть это было и непросто. Ни одна смертная женщина, родившая дитя дракона, не выжила. Но ко мне прислушались боги, и они заверили нас, что не о чем волноваться. Это долгая история, Фритоф. Может быть, потом.
Of course. Forgive me. It must be a trying time for both of you.
Majesty, let us hope the gods keep their word for all our sakes. And in the meantime, I'll send that ruffian, that scoundrel, that rapscallion Jimmy Tenfingers to search Nagacel for the diamond. It should still be there, unless...
Если только что.
Unless, of course, someone else knew in advance what would occur. But for the present, perhaps it would be best to speak to Sigrun to alleviate any concerns about the future she might have.
Это я и собираюсь сделать прямо сейчас.
Majesty?
Но перед таким ответственным шагом, я думаю, сбросить все лишние вещи в Скайриме, в свой домик. Понять бы только, как туда вернуться. Так. Ага.
Well met. Yes?
Доброго вечера, Ольга. Я вчера еще немного посидел, поковырялся в консоли. Ну, скажем так, проблему решил. Думала, сегодня придется, а нет, все нормально. Почему-то задание не хотело продвигаться дальше. При выборе определенной реплики.
Я ничего не делал.
Так. Все на месте? На месте. Отлично. Так, вроде бы все. Теперь назад. В Бруму. А где пограничная застава-то? А, вот. Дальше, если я правильно помню, никаких ошибок быть не должно по прохождению. Поскольку к моменту вот этого маленького DLC автор уже набрался опыта и более-менее хорошо все делал. Все должно быть хорошо.
Come, Dragonborn. Is there something wrong? Something the matter?
Сигун, нам нужно кое о чем поговорить. Это важно.
I'll leave you both alone and wait outside in the hallway.
Да, будь
Please
любезна.
take a seat. What is it, Dragonborn? Please continue. Well met.
Это про нас с Rigmor. Мы всегда были близки. И совсем недавно более чем. И я...
I've noticed how Rigmor looks at you, follows you around like a lost little puppy. I have only ever wanted the best for her, and because of you, we can all live normal, happy lives. Don't be afraid to ask.
Для меня будет честью, Сигун, если ты благословишь наш брак.
You are, and always will be, part of our family. Of course, you both have my blessing.
Спасибо, Сигун.
This is so exciting! Have you both decided where you'll get married? I know of a small chapel.
Это без шансов. Rigmor хочет свадьбу здесь, в Бруме, в соборе.
That's so lovely. We can hold the banquet and celebrations afterward here at the castle.
У меня довольно дел с подготовкой, все должно быть идеально, или мне конец.
It's such a pity Ragnar isn't here to give her away. He would be so very proud of you both.
Это одна из вещей, что меня беспокоит.
Don't worry, leave that to me. Now go. Make sure you choose the right dress. The best place is at the Imperial City. She will also need a veil and tiara. Who is to be your man of honor?
Я пока не знаю.
Please don't invite that obnoxious elf.
Не волнуйся, Сигун. Уверяю тебя, если он придет на свадьбу, то будет вести себя наилучшим образом.
Then go with my blessing and prepare for the big day.
Благодарю, Сигун. Это очень много для меня значит.
Farewell, Dragonborn. Well met.
Еще что-то?
Something the matter?
Majesty, is there anything I can do to help?
Спасибо, Кирис, но думаю, что я разберусь сам.
Please, let me help. I know exactly the dress she would want to wear at the ceremony. I have to travel to the Imperial City to speak to Blackwell and to pick up some items for my father.
Поговорить с Блэквиллом?
Lady Rigmor has appointed me her lady-in-waiting once she moves to the palace. I need to arrange my new quarters. I could pick up the dress. That would save you time.
Спасибо, Кирис, это очень бы помогло.
Do you have a ring in mind?
Пока нет, а леди Сигун, неужели она...
Know about the child? Yes, they talked about it. I think Lady Sigurd's fears for her and the child would now have been made a lot less stressful. Now you have honoured her with her blessing. Lady Sigurd might not show it, but with all that's happened lately, it has taken its toll on her.
Позаботься о ней, Кирис, и заверь ее, что все будет хорошо.
I will. Did Rigmor tell you she was going to try and find solace at the cathedral?
Да, я сейчас как раз иду туда.
How about you, Majesty? Are you coping all right with all that's happened recently?
Я действительно не думаю, что могу сказать, справлюсь я или нет.
My apologies. I didn't mean to offend.
Кирис, спасибо за твои заботы и твое предложение помощи. Если что-нибудь случится, ты узнаешь об этом первой.
Majesty.
General.
Для них я все еще генерал. Когда нужно, новости быстро распространяются. Когда не нужно, нет.
Нужно... А, тебе что-то нужно?
Итак.
Hey, Dragonborn. What took you so long?
Ты в порядке?
I was just thinking about, how we ended up here. It's strange. Because all that we just went through, it just seems like... I don't know. A long time ago. I came here because it might help stop the thoughts in my head. I'm just racing around and around. But it just keeps going on and like all this noise. And it won't stop, Dragonborn. It won't stop.
Хочешь об этом поговорить?
It's not like you haven't probably got the same thing happening to you too, right? And here I am, going on as if I'm the only one in the world with some kind of divine burden.
Rigmor — это наше общее бремя.
I came here because I thought if I prayed, if I asked for mercy, then maybe the gods might let me live.
Мы уже говорили об этом. Мы должны довериться богам.
Yeah, I know. Dragonborn, I don't want to die.
Эй, ты не умрешь, все будет в порядке.
Okay. Well, shall we ask them? I mean, we're all here, right?
Я думаю, не стоит.
Hey, yes you, gods. Here I am, your chosen queen, Rigmor Morganmead, High Queen of Cyrodiil. Here I am, right here, so don't be shy. I dare you to show your faces here. What are you afraid of? Why won't you show yourselves? Haven't you taken enough? My childhood, my future, and now you want to take my life? I want to live. I won't let you take my baby. I won't let you mess up her life like you did mine. She never asked for any of this. Come on! Come on, you cowards! Where are you hiding? Are you afraid of me? I only wanted to live a normal life. I don't want to die. I don't want to die.
Похоже, кто-то доигрался.
Yes. I'm sorry. What? I understand. I can. But I'm scared. Yes. I understand. I love him. I think I already knew that. I'll try. I will. I promise. It's all right, Dragonborn. Everything is going to be all right.
Вот так просто настроение поменялось опять. Что ты видел, Ригмор? Это был жрец?
No, What?
С тобой только что говорили боги?
I can't explain it.
Ригмор, что только что произошло?
I was filled with a sense of overwhelming love. And that everything was going to be all right. And not to worry. But there was also something else. I could feel sorrow. No, remorse. I felt a deep sadness, Dragonborn. Dragonborn, I love you.
Ригмор, окажешь ли ты мне честь стать моей женой?
Yes, of course. Have you spoken to my mother?
Да, она благословила нас.
You know I want a white wedding, right? Here, in this cathedral.
Да, не беспокойся, я все устрою.
Yeah, well, I will need time to choose a dress.
Разве не принято, чтобы платье выбирал партнер?
Are you kidding? Dragonborn, if I'm going to get married, it has to be done right. No, it has to be perfect.
Может, Кирис поможет?
Duh. Oh, I am so looking forward to the ring. You do have an idea for the ring, right?
Оставь это мне.
Have you heard of the legend of the white gold, diamond, and ruby encrusted ring of the lost alien princess Pilvi Hanesh?
Что?
Dragonborn. Don't tell me you haven't heard of the legend of the white gold, diamond, and ruby encrusted ring of the lost alien princess Pilvi Hanesh.
А, ну да, конечно.
This is going to be the best wedding ever. I am so excited. You know I love you more than anything, right?
Так здорово видеть тебя счастливой.
So, who's going to be your second?
Вторым?
You know, weddings and ceremonies usually require either a best man or woman or person of honor, that sort of thing.
Я пока не знаю.
Well, you do know that now that you've proposed, we can't see each other, right? Until the wedding day.
Ты что, шутишь? Нет проблем. Иди сюда, давай поцелуемся на прощание.
Nuh-uh. None of that. I have a lot of organizing to do. Well, actually, you have a lot of organizing to do. When you have everything ready and arranged, send your best man to talk to Carice. Bye.
Ах ты зараза. Маленькая едкая зараза.
Looking everywhere for you.
В чем дело, Фритов? Проблемы?
Court Advisor Mallisum and I have been trying to locate Jimmy Tenfingers, but he is nowhere to be found. We would send Captain Grimbold, but he's feeling under the weather.
Послали бы Гримбольда куда?
To Nagasel. The diamond?
Ah, Majesty, it seems we have found ourselves in the most unfortunate situation. We can't seem to locate that scallywag, Jimmy.
Jimmy Tenfingers.
Ah, yes, thank you, Master Friofov. Yes, him. Anywhere, really. We thought you might have an idea on how to proceed.
Yeah, come on.
Я пойду.
Majesty, we could not allow it. You are far too important a person to risk yourself where bottom crawlers may be lurking. Speaking of which, we could send Sefri. He enjoys travelling to far-flung, desolate corners of Tamriel, rubbing shoulders with scurrilous vermin. And he's been there before as well, so he knows his way around a little bit, you know. And he's been there before.
Нет, Мализам, все в порядке, я пойду туда сам.
Well, that settles it then. Please excuse me, a warm fire and a plate of hot food are calling, and my bones are not suited to being out in the cold for too long. Majesty?
Sefri is in Skyrim as far as I know. But if your majesty needs anything else...
Вообще-то да. Фритов, ты что-нибудь знаешь о Пилви Хинеш?
Aha, that's quite a story to tell. Please, may I suggest we find a nice warm corner inside the tap and tack?
Да, пожалуй. Так, поскольку ты проблемный товарищ, надо бы сохранить игру на всякий случай. Итак, что ты можешь рассказать об этой Pilvi-Hinesh?
Now then, Pilvi-Hinesh. Yes. She was an alien princess when the wild elves ruled Cyrodiil many millennia ago. Originally, the aliens worshipped the Aedra, like most of the civilized world. Their main god was Auriel. But slowly over time, the aliens forsook their old gods and began worshipping the Daedra. But Pilvi-Hinesh remained loyal and devoted to Auriel, and took the last of the Aedra-worshipping aliens out of Cyrodiil and settled in Hammerfell. They built a city for themselves, away from the madness of the king, who was madly in love with Pilvi. He promised her everything to come back, even that he would forsake the Daedra if only she would love him. Pilvi spurned the king, and his retribution was cruel and absolute.
И что произошло?
The king tried one last time to win Pilvi's heart. He arrived at Nyasel and promised her anything she wanted in return for her love. He begged and threw himself at her feet. Again she spurned the king, and in his rage he called upon the powers of the Dark Lord Molag Bal. The city the princess had built she named Nyasel, the Hall of Life, and it is said Auriel blessed the very ground Pilvi walked upon. In 2 nights he buried the city deep under the earth. The ground shook and quaked, and it is said tremors could be felt as far away as Morrowind. Nyasel, the Hall of Life, was buried, forever gone from this world, and as a last deranged act of madness, the king built another city on top of the ground where once Pilvi's city stood. He called the new city Nagasel, Hall of Death.
Похоже, это тот Нагасель, где должен быть алмаз.
The very same. Why the interest in Pilvi-Hinesh?
Мне нужно найти ей кольцо.
Aha! The legendary white gold, diamond, and ruby encrusted ring of the lost alien princess Pilvi-Hinesh. Why would you want to take on such a perilous task? Many have tried, and all have failed.
Rigmor Morgana Mid.
Well, at least you get to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I fear it's time to be getting back to the keep. Farewell, Majesty. Until next time.
Удивительное совпадение. Слишком удивительное. Так, и где этот Нагасель? А, это где Мораг была. Тем более удивительно. Уже бандиты откуда-то объявились. И снова в эти проклятые руины. Кстати. Болезней никаких нет? Нет. Хорошо. Интересно, не обрушился ли вход? Нет, здесь все нормально, все целое. Хотя я не помню, чтобы здесь бревна были. Вы еще кто? Так. Это что было? Ах ты зараза. А ну стой.
Hey, back off. Because you look pretty stupid with an arrow sticking out of the middle of your face, bucko.
Полегче, постой. Мне хотелось просто спросить, знаешь ли ты что-нибудь, вот и все.
Yeah, well, just keep your hands where I can see them. What sort of information? Come on now, spit it out. I haven't got all day.
Меня привели сюда поиски красного алмаза.
Didn't see anything like that. Although, if I did, you'd be the last to know about it.
Может, ты видела что-нибудь необычное? Кто-нибудь был здесь в последнее время, кроме тех твоих друзей?
Well, there were some Thalmor sniffing around a few days ago. Watched them make that bridge over the drop. Whatever it was they were after, however, they seemed to have found it. They didn't hang around long.
Талмар, да?
Now that I've answered your questions, you can go back the way you came and forget you even saw me.
Я также ищу подсказки о легендарном городе Наэсель. Он был...
It was buried under the earth by Molag Bal's lackey king who was spurned by the alien princess Pilvi Hinish. What are you, an archaeologist or just some chancer looking for a quick septum?
Ни тот, ни другой. А ты, кстати, кто такая? Как тебя зовут?
Who wants to know?
Ты не поверишь, если я тебе скажу.
You never know till you try.
Я последний Давакин, и я по праву наследую трон Cyrodiil и Империи.
Nice try. You and I, we're gonna get along.
Похоже, а ты?
I'm an archaeologist. Come on, this way. See that tree? It has something to do with the old legend. Naesel was built around a tree of life. Yeah, I know. Not exactly original as far as legends go. But my guess is if there's a way down below into the old city, if at all there is one, you should look for some kind of opening or break in the walls or floor. You check over that side. I'll check over this side.
Ну давай проверим. А вот что-то есть похоже.
Hey, Dragon Boy, over here. See this? This might lead somewhere. Okay, you go first. I hate caves.
А что ты здесь вообще тогда делаешь? Эй, не называй меня дракомальчиком.
Yeah, right.
Я серьезно.
Whatever.
Ты напоминаешь мне кое-кого.
Oh yeah? Who?
Кое-кого очень особенного для меня.
Name? Duh.
Rigmor.
Rigmor, huh? That's some fancy name. Let's get moving. This looks promising. Could be we found our way in. That way. Follow the eternal flames.
Так. Вау.
So, you never said why you were here. Looking for the lost city, I mean.
Я здесь, чтобы найти кольцо.
I heard of that. The white gold, diamond and ruby encrusted ring of the lost alien princess Hanesh.
Точно, это оно.
Are you some kind of treasure hunter?
Нет, это для Rigmor.
Wow, you must really love her.
Всем сердцем.
Where is she from, this Rigmor?
Из Бромы.
Are you for real?
А в чем проблема?
Nothing. Forget it. Come on.
Странная.
Whoa. Look at all these dead. There must have been one bloody battle fought here. But what could have had the power to do that? Here it is! Wow!
Опа.
Check this out. It must be something we're missing. This is so freaking amazing. Hold on. There's an inscription. Unrelenting. Yeah, it says unrelenting force. You know anything about these ancient ruins?
Отойди назад.
What?
Отойди назад, и все откроется.
Okay. Damn, Dragon Boy. You were telling the truth all along. You are Dragonborn.
Я ж говорил. А вот и на Есель, наверное.
Wait,
Что?
I'm sorry I denied you.
Забудь, ты не могла знать и доверять мне.
I'll follow your lead, yeah? Let's take it nice and slow. And be careful. If there is any truth to the legend of the lost alien princess, you'll probably find her in that temple. That's where I'd look.
В каком храме?
By the gods! Look at this place. They survived and must have decided to stay down here. Look at the graves, Dragonborn. So many graves. This is the saddest thing I've ever seen.
Да это могильник, а не город.
What the? Did you see that? Was that a ghost or something?
Да, там кто-то есть. Ты не идешь? Видимо, не идешь.
Wait.
Это кто говорит?
Please. Are you a god? Is it you? Have you come back for me, Ariel?
Should I be afraid?
Спряталась. Не нужно бояться.
I waited like you said.
Как долго ты ждала?
Oh. Millennia. They are all gone now. A long time ago. What of the world outside?
Мир двинулся дальше.
Did Ariel send you to free us from this place? Because if he did, you are too late.
Возможно. Из всех живущих только мне дано было открыть эту дверь.
Come.
Хотя есть еще седобородые.
Who is your little friend?
Она археолог. Я не очень хорошо ее знаю, но она помогла мне найти этот город.
Well, that's wonderful. I haven't talked to anyone in such a long time. I would love to meet her.
Так в чем проблема?
Look how she runs. The divines bless her little heart.
Pilvi Hinish? As I live and breathe, by the gods. Oh, please forgive me, princess, or my lady. I didn't mean to sound disrespectful.
That is perfectly fine. Now, what is your name and where are you from?
My name is Luna Shadow, and I'm from Morrowind. Actually, I was born in Bruma, and my dad owned a stable. And I had a big thing with horses, but he wanted to get rich, so he sold everything, and we moved out many years ago. But it didn't help because he died.
Oh, I am so sorry to hear. You are an archaeologist?
Yeah, well, I studied in the library and everything, and the scholar took me under his wing, and he was also an archaeologist and taught me everything he knew. Then I bumped into the Dragonborn, and they was like, Fusro, da! And then the gate opened. But we thought a big fight had happened, and all those dead, burned bodies in the chamber, and I always wanted to find the lost city of Neasel and the City of Life.
Well, now you seem to have found it, Luna Shadow.
And I was kinda hoping you could tell us what happened.
Oh. You want to hear my story, Luna Shadow? I'm afraid it's not a very happy one. Many millennia ago, my people forsook their gods. The world as we knew it began to change. They turned to the Daedra for the power and riches they promised. As a result, they became corrupt and perverse. Ariel came to me in a dream and told me to lead the last of his truly devoted out of Cyrodiil and to build a new city away from the madness, away from the chaos and cruelty. We came here to Hammerfell and discovered the Tree of Life. It had wonderful, magical properties, and we decided to stay and build our home on top of the mountain. We called the city Neasel, the City of Life. From the heights, we could defend our new home. no one could touch us, no one could torture us, or burn our children. You see, my people had descended into darkness. Ariel was broken-hearted. This, what you see here, is all that's left of our city, after a mad god-king called upon the power of the dark Daedric arts, and buried us deep into the earth when I refused to accept his love. The Daedra helped him in his rage of rejection, and even sent their minions through hell gates, but we fought them heroically. But it wasn't enough. The earth quaked as the city was forced deeper and deeper into the ground, and it seemed all was lost. As we prepared to do what had to be done so all of us would not be taken alive, Ariel appeared as a flame god, an avatar of a dragon, and breathed fire down onto them, destroying their hell gates, petrifying them into scorched effigies of rock, forever frozen in time. He created a seal to protect us, and promised he would return to free us when it was safe to do so. He gave me a diamond and ruby-encrusted ring, which contained a drop of his blood. As long as I wore the ring within the seal, I would live forever.
What about the others?
They all perished over time. We had no desire to live here trapped under the earth, not knowing if we would ever be able to return to the surface. If anyone knew we were alive down here, they would probably have found a way to capture us, a fate worse than death. So to save any suffering, we had no children. It was better that way. But it was a self-inflicted wound. I realize that now. Ariel had wanted us to flourish, and I failed him. I betrayed us all, and he cast me aside to forever suffer in remorse as punishment for my crime.
You don't know that. Maybe he couldn't reach you. Isn't that right, Dragonborn?
Точно не знаю, но отныне ты свободна.
So I can go home now?
Things have so changed now. Cyrodiil is completely different. You could come with us. Couldn't she, Dragonborn? There's peace in the world now. Well, mostly. Dragonborn can find you a place to live in Imperial City. You know, like the Citadel?
You are so kind, Luna Shadow. But I would probably stand out and get some strange looks in this robe.
I have a spare outfit in my bag. Damn, I left it over there. Wait here, I'll be right back.
Bless her. Yet, she calls you Dragonborn. Are you an avatar of Ariel?
Меня благословил Ауриэль, но я не он.
I know it must be you. Please don't deny me.
Подожди.
I have always loved you. Why are you forsaking me?
Пилви, пожалуйста.
Have I not suffered enough? Please say you have come to take me home. Ariel, I beg you. Please don't leave me here alone.
Пилви, мы не собираемся оставлять тебя здесь одну.
I'm I'm sorry. Forgive me.
Послушай, все будет хорошо. Мы отвезем тебя обратно в Cyrodiil и найдем какое-нибудь жилье.
Did you break the seal?
Никто другой не смог бы сломать эту печать. Ауриэль, должно быть, послал меня найти тебя.
Then I must give you this.
Миледи, я не могу. Не сейчас.
Please. Pilvi is fine. Auriel said I should give the ring back to him when he returned to me, or whomsoever breaks the seal. Your little friend returns. Wait here while I gather my things.
Pilvi! Pilvi! I got you something to wear. You won't get any strange looks with this on. Pilvi? Where are you? Pilvi? No! Damn it, no!
Если что, можно будет потом на паузе перечитать. Так, подожди. Грустная история и закончилась тоже грустно.
Turn to shit.
Здесь нет твоей вины, Луна. Печать сломана мной, помнишь?
Yeah, but you weren't to know.
Что будешь делать дальше?
I don't know. Bum around, I guess.
Поехали со мной в Бруму.
You're kidding, right?
Я знаю кое-кого, кто будет счастлив увидеть тебя снова.
I think I know who it is. And you had better not be messing with my head, or...
Или я получу стрелу прямо в лоб?
Well, come on then. What are we waiting for? Lead the way, yeah?
Зато какой кладезь знаний может быть для археологов. Так. Ага. Вот и выход. А мне в какую сторону? Вроде бы сюда. Правильно. Ну да, точно. Что за колечко хоть она носила? Никаких особых свойств нету. Вот мы и вернулись.
Luna? Riggs!
А это кто? А,
Luna! How? Why?
It's a long story. You still living in your old house?
It's a long story. Yeah, right. Come on.
Dragonborn?
рад встрече, дружище.
I received a message. Actually, an invitation. But I wanted to speak with you about something.
Конечно.
Blackwell summoned me to the palace. Of course, I have heard the news. It's slowly making its way throughout Tamriel, just to let you know. I just wanted to be sure about my new appointment.
Это официально, старый друг, если ты хочешь принять предложение.
Of course, it would suit me well. With my naval experience, it makes perfect sense. But please, how thoughtless of me. Congratulations are in order.
Спасибо. Касси, я хочу, чтобы все было правильно с Rigmor и ребенком.
I heard about that too. The child. You know you will always have a loyal and trusted friend with me. If there's anything you need, just ask.
Пойдем в крепость. Мне нужно кое о чем поговорить с Мализамом.
Let's walk.
Я подумал, это Бобби стоит. А кстати, что с ним? Надо бы посмотреть. Есть ли возможность как-то с ним разобраться? Если он все еще здесь.
Нужно что-то?
Ну-ка. Нет, он говорить не хочет. Ладно, значит, загрузимся. Пущай сидит дальше.
Majesty, I have the dress already. All that needs to be done is to arrange the ceremony with the priest.
Allow me. I want to be of some use, now that I'm here.
All the guests have been invited. They should be arriving in the next few days. Is there anything else?
А зачем ты сюда села? Нет, благодарю, Кирис. На самом деле, скажи своему отцу, что я здесь.
Majesty?
Do you have a person of honor?
Нет, но у меня появилась одна идея.
It would be my honor to bear witness and hold the rings.
Спасибо, Кассий, но что насчет тебя? Тебе нужно что-нибудь?
As you know, we probably have roughly about 4 years to get ready. Leowyn needs gold. The docks need to be repaired. The ship's built. It was badly damaged by Sethius. I mentioned to Blackwell about the possible involvement from Blackmarsh and High Rock. He, Blackwell, seems concerned about a Lord Malachi. You know of him?
Нет, пожалуйста, просвети меня.
Since the King of High Rock is ailing, he has been muscling in on dynastic affairs. Indeed, he had the king adopt a young wastrel, convincing him she was related, and nobility. Malachi was not a friend of the Empire under Mede II, but you know me, I always put 2 and 2 together.
О чем ты, Кассий?
I mean the High Rock connection to the Akaviri. We should be wary of him and his ward, the young princess.
Возможно, нам стоит изучить эти связи в будущем.
No need. Blackwell is already investigating everything. All the evidence, the possible connections with High Rock and Blackmarsh.
И что? Дальше? Ты хочешь об этом поговорить? Ага. Еще кто-то придет. Понятно.
Majesty?
Do you have a person of honor?
Well met.
Ты не хочешь пойти?
It would be my honor to bear witness. As you know, I mentioned to Blackwell about the since the King of Malachi was not I mean, the High Rock. No need. Blackwell is already investigating everything. All the evidence, the possible connections with High Rock and Blackmarsh.
Нет, патчей, я думаю, уже не будет.
It would be my honor to bear witness. As you know, I mentioned to Blackwell about the since the King of High Rock is Malachi was not a friend of the Empire. I mean the High Rock connection to the no need. Blackwell is already investigating everything. All the evidence, the possible connections with High Rock and Black Marsh.
Нет, это что-то не то. Это ведь второе задание. Ну да. Ошибся немножко. Так и... Так.
Count Baron of Leowin. I do like a happy ending.
Malisam.
Pleased to make your acquaintance. Now then, Your Majesty, I would imagine you'll be summoned to the palace for the coronation. I do hope my advice is welcomed, as I thrive on situations like these. You know who to watch out for, who might be a problem, that sort of thing. Can we speak privately?
Don't worry, I'll take my leave and go and see the priest.
Make sure you let him know how to move the pews. We are expecting a considerable amount of guests. Now then, did you find the diamond?
Примерно то же самое было и с Фритофом. Не хотел разговаривать ни в какую. Нет, но я считаю, что он у Талмора.
Damn. Not good, Your Majesty. Not good at all. We need to be in possession of it. Have you spoken to Blackwell about this? Because he needs to know all about it.
Ты ему доверяешь?
I do. He has shown his true colors. How do you know it's for Falmore?
В Многоселе я встретил археолога, который видел, как они его взяли.
And you take his word for it? Archaeologist? Bah, Tomb Raider is more likely. Just a common thief. For all we know, he could have the diamond on his person.
На самом деле это она, но я ей доверяю. Особенно теперь, когда я знаю, кто она.
We have to ask ourselves why the Falmore would even know about such a thing, and how the Falmore knew where to look.
Думаю, я знаю, кто его взял. Rigmor почуяла крысу, как только его увидела.
Count Camillus of Lilandril?
Точно.
He has been promoted to envoy of the Aldmeri Dominion and will be at the coronation. In fact, most of the royal houses and our own noble houses will be there. So this should be a chance to repair any fractures with Coral and Chedenhall.
Полагаю, обоими графствами теперь управляют их уважаемые графини?
Consider this conversation a little heads up on what to expect. All we have to do now is prepare for the Royal Union. So relax a while. We want you ready and fit for the big day.
Big day. Угу. Ладно. Я с тобой согласен, это странно. Кто его вообще сюда пустил? Прошу прощения. Ну что ж, поглядим, что день грядущий нам готовит. Это что было?
Rise and shine, your most royal, majestic highness of highnesses. Hand me the ring you have for Rigmor, and we'll get you in ship shape for the ceremony. Dragonborn? I just wanted to be sure. Are you marrying Rigmor?
Да, откуда такой вопрос?
Oh, it's nothing.
Мне нужно несколько мгновений, чтобы подготовиться.
Of course. Make sure to wear something nice. I'll meet you downstairs.
Здесь есть что-нибудь? Ладно, это тоже сойдет.
Majesty, I just want to take this opportunity to wish you and Rigmor all the best.
Спасибо, Кассий. Как только церемония закончится, вернитесь в Леявин и получите знак того, что вам нужно. Запас того, что вам нужно.
Understood.
Я велю Блэквиллу прислать вам золото, необходимое для восстановления города и флота.
Thank you.
Полагаю, это все?
Everyone is waiting. Are you ready?
Как никогда. Спасибо, Кассий, что согласился стать вторым. Я этого не забуду.
Majesty, it shall be my honor.
Ну, всегда можно сделать вот так. Но это ни к чему. Вариантов ответа не было. Может, он сам в нее влюблен. И в случае, если не разыгрывать, не отыгрывать линию влюбленности, он бы с ней поженился. Теоретически. Либо это как-то обыграют в третьей части дополнения, когда оно выйдет. Посмотрим.
Нужно что-то?
О, эти двое вернулись. И Сарелла здесь. И Анги.
Нужно что-то?
Welcome, Majesty. It is a privilege and an honor to be the officiant in such a prestigious union. Are there any questions before we start?
Нет, можно начинать.
Then, let us begin.
А почему так? Если по сюжету моды все логично. Стал императором по праву поединка. Это что такое?
To join in matrimony, the Emperor, His Most High Majesty of Cyrodiil and the Empire, to Rigmor Morgan Mead, High Queen of Cyrodiil, daughter of Ragnar and Sigurd of Bruma. If any amongst us wish to bear false witness or object to this union, then let it be heard, or forever hold your peace. Your Most Majestic Highness, you have chosen this woman, Rigmor Morgan Mead, High Queen of Cyrodiil, to be your lawful wedded wife. Do you promise to love and respect her always and stand by her side through whatever may come?
Да.
And do you, Rigmor, High Queen of Cyrodiil, take His Most Majestic Highness, the Emperor of Cyrodiil and the Empire, to be your lawful wedded husband? Do you promise to love and protect him always, and stand by his side through whatever may come?
I do.
Your Majesty, is there anything you would like to say to Rigmor before the exchange of rings?
Я люблю тебя больше, чем когда бы то ни было. И кого бы то ни было. Для меня большая честь смиренно стоять здесь перед тобой. Я всегда буду дорожить этим днем. Знай, что мое сердце верно. Ты моя жизнь, моя причина жить. И я всегда буду оберегать тебя.
Dragonborn.
Rigmor, is there anything you would like to say before the exchange of rings?
I love you more than you could ever know. You are my best friend, my life's companion, my savior and my champion. When you are near to me, my heart beats so fast it sometimes hurts. But I would give my life for you in that heartbeat, no questions asked, without a second thought. My love for you has always and always will be true. You are my soulmate, oh my sweet, wonderful, beautiful Dragonborn. My love.
And now the exchange of the rings of commitment. Rigmor?
I give you this ring as a symbol of my undying love, with no beginning or end. It is a token of my commitment and devotion to you.
Your Majesty?
Касси.
Ah, damn. I had it a moment ago. 1 second. Where? Aha! Here it is.
Я вручаю тебе это, инкрустированное бриллиантом и рубином, кольцо потерянной айлейтской принцессы Пилви Хинеш. Да будет оно символом нерушимой клятвы, что я люблю и всегда буду любить тебя.
Dragonborn.
By the authority vested in me by the 9 divines, I pronounce you united in holy matrimony. You must now seal the marriage with a kiss.
Oh, my cheeks are glowing.
Thank you for the ring, Dragonborn. It's beautiful.
Спасибо и тебе за твое кольцо.
It was my father's.
Это делает его еще более особенным.
Everybody, thank you all for being here for me. No, for us, the Dragonborn and I, on this wonderful day. Especially my mom, and of course Barandar. It means so much to me. Friathoff, Sethri, who has behaved himself, and even you, Malisam. Only joking. It's such a beautiful thing to be surrounded by all my friends.
Тоже без зачарования. А его еще и снять нельзя.
Luna, Carice, and you too, Tish and Bee. Cassius, Zan, Ingol, and Angie. It's been quite a ride, huh? And not forgetting you too, Cyrilla. It's wonderful to see you again. Thank you all. And of course, the Dragonborn.
Right, let's all head back up to the keep for the feast. I'm bleeding starving. You too, Balin.
Oh.
Dragonborn?
Ты в порядке?
I know Balrandar would like a word, so I'm going to go back into the keep with the girls. I'll see you there for the feast.
Без проблем. Я просто хочу, чтобы ты была счастлива.
This is the happiest day of my life.
Dragonborn.
Рад встрече, старый друг. Долго не виделись.
This one had been waiting for a good time to visit my child. Khajiit didn't want to interfere in Rigmor's life too much, and visited every few months to advise in private, but having received word from the Lord Chancellor of the imminent coronation and the invitation to the Union from Sigurd, this one thought it wise to travel from elsewhere early as not to miss the ceremony, and is very happy with the Union and your rise to the throne.
Спасибо, Баарендар. Как дела в Эльсфере?
Elsewhere has not changed for time that is long. 2 tribes, 2 factions. Yet, Khajiit's belly rumbles, and walls have ears that stretch over borders. Dragonborn might walk and talk with old Khajiit to a castle keep where this one can wine and dine.
Конечно. А чего все встали?
Вот растяпа. Что за спешка?
Кто следующий?
Эй, поосторожней.
Так-то лучше. Это вы все время стояли здесь? Все? Серьезно?
It is the job of the Khajiit to keep abreast of the politics of the realms elsewhere deals with. The disappearance of the Emperor was to cause the chain of events that led you here. This one believes the blame can be directly laid at the feet of the Elder Council. If they had taken more care, they would not have found themselves in exile. But it afforded them distance from Blackwell's scrutiny. Upset a lot of people indeed that Cetius was making a success of his rule. And they feared to intervene because of Morag. Then you turned up and all that changed. Now, Cameus presented himself
Что тебе нужно?
Не нервничай. Согласен. Сначала, затем он показал нам письмо.
They presented half the story to High Queen Elisif and others who had no idea of their ultimate goal of having a puppet on the throne. You see, they thought it was going to be Rigmor seated upon the ruby throne, and that she would have to destroy Blackwell to do it. Hence, of all those signatures, they knew this one signature was the most important to Rigmor and yourself. Azura thought Cameus was crucial to the plan of the Nine, but did not know why. She sent us here to advise Khajiit to sign the paper. Although Cameus appears to represent the Elder Council, he is playing them at their own game. Do you know why that might be?
Понятия не имею. Его главным интересом было то, что у Rigmor родится ребенок.
The child being called the chosen one via prophecy? This in itself will pose a danger to Rigmor and the baby.
У него было полно возможностей навредить ей.
But that wasn't part of the plan. When Cameus arrived back in Alinor and told them that you had become Emperor and not Rigmor, and that Blackwell was now your Lord Chancellor, they flew into a furious rage. Cameus laughed in their faces.
С чего бы ему смеяться?
He knows Blackwell will have them all executed if they dare place a foot inside Cyrodiil. The Dominion cares not for the Council. They only want the white gold Concordat reinstated. Maybe the Council would become valued hostages to win over Blackwell's influence. Cameus may not be the only one you have to worry about. Be cautious of the Elder Council, Dragonborn. They have money, and that equals power. You must be vigilant at all times, Dragonborn.
Не беспокойся на этот счет, Барендар.
Bruma is such a wonderful city, don't you think? The previous Count of Bruma and his wife were wonderful, warm people who Rigmor would have befriended had she been allowed to lead a normal life. Same with the previous Count of Leowin before the Troubles. The Emperor bestowed the titles to Rigmor in an attempt to lessen the guilt for abandoning Rigmor's family to the demands of the Talmor and the Elder Council. Dragonborn, this one cannot predict the future, but you have a friend in Elsewhere.
Благодарю.
Majesty.
И почему я не удивлен? А как, кстати, с интернетом дела? С провайдером.
A toast to the happy couple.
We are all here to celebrate the union of the Dragonborn and the Rigmor. Tradition usually calls upon a father figure to make a speech in honor of the ceremony. This one hopes that Khajiit can speak for both of you, and it would be an honor for me to do so. All of us here have known the Dragonborn and Rigmor for many years. We have all laughed, cried, fought alongside each other, and overcome many situations. When Khajiit first met the Dragonborn, this one knew their heart was just and true. Khajiit owes them a great debt, as we all know that without them, Rigmor would not be here today. So firstly, let us celebrate the Dragonborn, their most high majesty by divine rights.
А насколько тяжело сменить? Сейчас вроде бы дома же проводят многоквартирные.
As for Rigmor, my child, this one has witnessed you come of age in a terrible time of change. You have suffered the unsufferable. Khajiit should know, finding you when all was lost. But it fills this old Khajiit's heart with joy to see you flourish. When you laugh, this one wants to cry, but not the tears of anguish. The tears of the proud father, their heart consumed with pride of what has been accomplished, what has been overcome to bring into your life the only thing you ever wanted.
Понятно.
To live in happiness among friends and family and loved ones. Rigmor, may all your dreams come true, and the gods look favorably down upon you.
I have had the day of my life. And you know, they say that a day like today is every little girl's dream, right? And this little girl's dream has today come true. No matter what mountains you have to climb, how many times you get knocked down, pushed back, rained upon, I am living proof anything is possible if you believe in yourself. Don't get me wrong, it was hard sometimes. I know that life isn't always a sunny day. But above those clouds, above that storm, the sun is still shining. Forever. There's nothing we cannot achieve. No dreams we cannot aim for. So thank you all for coming. I love each and every one of you. If you'll all excuse me, I am feeling a little tired. I hope you'll all stay here tonight and enjoy the party. Dragonborn, can I speak to you in private?
Да. К сожалению, всегда все в них и упирается. Да. Ты как, нормально?
I feel on top of the world. I've never felt so happy in all my life.
Это было что-то важное?
Thank you for everything.
Rigmor,
Would you hold me?
Majesty, we have just received word from the Lord Chancellor requiring your presence at the palace.
I'll be right out.
Well met.
это для коронации?
Yes, some of the dignitaries have arrived from the main powers and the royal families. The Lord Chancellor has requested you and the Lady Rigmor meet him in the Royal Mausoleum along Emperor's Way.
Благодарю, Кирис.
Majesty.
Was that Carice? Is everything all right?
Да, Блэквилл хочет встретиться с нами в королевской усыпальнице.
Okay.
Пришло время коронации.
So, how was it for you last night?
Превосходно.
Are you sure? My body is a lot less than perfect. It's pretty messed up, actually. I hate it.
Ну, в общем, да.
Yeah, well, you didn't do too badly yourself. What's wrong? Are you embarrassed?
Нет.
Yes, you are.
Нет, вовсе нет.
You have nothing to worry about down there. That's for sure.
Ну-ну.
Just teasing.
Ты уверена, что все в порядке? Ну, ребенок.
Dragonborn, of course it's okay. You can do it right through the pregnancy.
Действительно, проклятие. Блэквилл ждет. Мы должны...
After you, babes. Don't let it get to your head.
Это что за шутка? То есть маркер квестовый предлагает идти в имперский город через канализацию. Вот это прикол. Как говорится, из грязи в князи. В прямом смысле. Понятное дело, что при осаде города можно было пройти канализацией, но сейчас...
Да.
Чего ты хочешь?
Не понял.
Нужно что-то?
Платье красивое. Ну-ка, эта штука больше не светится? Или это не та усыпальница?
Well, here it is. It makes you wonder why he wants to meet here, Dragonborn. Sounds a little creepy, if you ask me. Should we be on our guard?
Мы скоро выясним. Просто приготовься.
After you. After you.
Your Majesty, I know you must be wondering why I asked to meet here in this place of death. Be assured there's good reason. You see, this is the Royal Mausoleum, and I have been attending it for many years.
Вы сослужили огромную службу империи.
I have studied and kept a record of the dynasties that have come and gone, that have sat upon the ruby throne. You might want to read my work. It's very extensive. Lady Rigmor could benefit greatly about what is contained in the script, but I will leave that to you. Peruse at your own discretion.
Я посмотрю. Итак, зачем мы здесь?
As you probably know, some of the guests have arrived. Notable representatives from major powers. Count Comaeus has arrived to represent the Aldmeri Dominion, along with a leading member of the Elder Council. You can only guess what they will want to discuss before they leave.
И они уедут.
Majesty?
Мне не хотелось бы никаких неожиданностей, вот и все.
Of course.
The only good thing Cepheus did was kick them all out.
That is something that you must both decide. I thought it prudent to bring you here, so you could, if you want, be better prepared. Also, I would like to show you both something. Please, this way. This is the armor of Tiber Septim.
Wasn't it destroyed when Martin Septim sacrificed himself?
All we know is that it was returned here shortly after his martyrdom. It was last worn by Titus Mede II. It now belongs to you, Majesty. It is customary for the elected to wear it upon their coronation, so put it on before you return to the palace for the crowning ceremony. As for you, my lady, this way. This is the burial place of Rigmor of Cyrodiil. Before Titus Mede had the infant Morgan sent to Winterhold, he had Rigmor laid to rest here. She died in childbirth due to complications. Mede was utterly heartbroken. Some say he never recovered fully from losing her.
What do you know about her?
She was initially a mercenary. Rumors have it she played a big part in the Oblivion Crisis. I helped her. The champion of Cyrodiil closed many of the gates. After the martyrdom of Martin Septim, she joined the ranks of the Colovian warlord Titus Mede, and helped him wrest control of Cyrodiil from the hands of Thules the Gibbering. His dying wish was to be reunited with her, here in this small antechamber. Atribus reluctantly complied, but it was a well-kept secret. There is no mention or record of it. The official sarcophagus for him lies empty. Titus Mede's remains are within, alongside that of his true love.
That's so sad.
The crowning armor she never got to wear is preserved in the accompanying chest. I think it would be fitting and respectful to her memory if you were to wear it, my lady.
Where is the crown?
The ceremonial priests already have the crowns. Now, I'll leave you alone to change into your new attire before returning to the palace. Majesty, it is customary to parley with the guests before taking your places on the thrones. When you arrive, I shall introduce you to whom I think requires your attention. As once the ceremony is over, all the guests will be ushered from the palace. When you are seated and ready, the ceremony shall begin. Majesty.
Спасибо.
Lady.
Как я выгляжу?
It's one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. Hey, what do you think?
Выглядишь потрясающе. Готова?
Yes.
Тогда идем. Действительно шикарно выглядит.
Majesty, this way if you please.
Веди.
The Emperor and the Queen of Cyrodiil. This way if you please, Majesty. Please, let me introduce you to Lord Malachi, envoy of the King of High Rock.
Majesty, it is my honor to finally meet you in person. On behalf of the King of High Rock, we hope to strengthen our relationship and bring wealth and prosperity to the Northern Peninsula. We also hope to fortify our friendship with Solitude and look forward to further talks in the near future. Oh, and this is the King's eldest daughter, Patema. She insisted on accompanying me to this most important of events.
Well met, Uncle. I do hope you can visit us sometime. As you may or may not know, my father is frail as of late, and his health is waning, even more so every day.
Дядя.
Oh, please forgive me. I seem to have forgotten my manners with a slip of the tongue. It is my high honor to be in the presence of the Emperor by divine grace, and of course, the Lady Rigmor Morganmead. So, Lady Rigmor, when do you think I will have the honor of meeting my little cousin?
Lady Patema, all in good time. This is not the time or place.
No, it's fine. 36 weeks.
And isn't a child by the grace of the gods to be a dragon child?
Yes. Yes, she is.
Please, and I mean no offense.
Lady Potema.
No, Lord Malachi. Let her speak.
Then please allow me to give you my most heartfelt and deepest condolences, should anything untoward happen during the birth.
Это действительно было необходимо.
Oh, please, I meant no offense. I just thought...
Forgive us, Majesty. The Lady Potema is young and can be thoughtless at times.
Majesty, this way.
Надеюсь, он взял это на заметку.
Count Cameus of Lalandril, representing the Aldmeri Dominion, and the Elder Council in exile.
Majesty.
Hi, Cameus.
It's my honor and pleasure to meet you both once again under these special circumstances. The Dominion and the Elder Council in exile hope a lasting alliance can be forged to meet the upcoming threat. Of course, before such an alliance can be agreed to, there are a few important things we need to discuss.
Such as...
Cyrodiil needs to return to its former glory before the events of that usurper Ariel Cepheus. A long-lasting and true alliance can be attained by the restoration of the White Gold Concordat and the reinstation of the Elder Council here in the Imperial Palace.
Не думаю, что сейчас время обсуждать это, Камей.
I disagree. We have the right to make our terms known. After all, the Dominion was instrumental in destroying Cepheus, so we should see the benefits of our involvement.
Никто не просил вашей помощи. Мы справились бы и без вас.
All we ask is that the White Gold Concordat be restored, the Elder Council reinstated, and the lands of Southern Hammerfell be handed back over to the Dominion, which is legally and rightfully ours.
What? Dragonborn, you can't seriously consider these demands.
Lady Rigmor, you must think of the greater good. I will take it upon myself to make sure the returning justiciars act in a fair and open manner.
Yeah, right. Whatever.
Plus, it will put me in the perfect position to return to you something of importance.
Опять? Так, у вас есть алмаз?
All I ask is you discuss what I have mentioned, delay any knee-jerk decisions, and after some serious thought, reach out to us.
Мы свяжемся с вами в свое время, не беспокойтесь.
Majesty, the future of Tamriel depends on a newfound friendship of tolerance and diversity.
Let the ceremony begin. Majesty, this way. Is there anything you need to say before you proceed? Lady Rigmor will be crowned first as the Queen, then you will be crowned as Emperor.
Ну да. Уважение надо еще как-то заслужить. Пока здесь интриги, интриги, интриги. Каждый себе хочет кусок урвать. Мне нужен этот алмаз. Пусть наши люди займутся этим.
course.
And that little cow. If she's claiming to be Dragonborn's niece, she needs checking out.
Be assured, I am already on to the king's newfound daughter.
Newfound?
As soon as she arrived in the court of the King of High Rock, the king fell ill with an unknown malaise. Apparently, she washed up on the shore from a shipwreck claiming to be a distant relative. The king adopted her. But I have my network onto this already. Are you ready to proceed?
Okay, let's get this done.
Behold, by the grace of the divines, the High Queen of Cyrodiil, Rigmor Morgan Mead the First. Behold, by the grace of the divines, the High King and Dragonborn Emperor of Cyrodiil, and the Empire.
Девять месяцев прошло со времени коронации, и вы с Rigmor с нетерпением ждали хода развития недавних событий. После работы ночью Сетри прибыл с новостями о текущей ситуации. На этом, я думаю, на сегодня можно закончить. Узнаем, что он нам хочет сказать в следующий раз. Да. Ну и, наверное, завтра уже точно закончим эту модификацию. Если я правильно помню, там осталось совсем немного. В 2 или в 3 часа можно уложиться. Что ж, друзья, всем спасибо за просмотр. Не болейте и до новых встреч.